What is up, YouTube and the We Want Funko Army? This is yours truly, the life of the party monster, and you guys are watching We Want Funko, the channel that puts the fun back in Funko. So here's the deal, guys. The big day has finally arrived. It is San Diego Comic-Con Pop Release 2019, and I am super excited. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. The store is open early at 8:30 today, which is pretty cool because I actually have to go to work like in a couple of hours, so that's definitely a huge blessing. Only thing I gotta say, guys, there aren't that many pops that I am crazy about this year. Like the last couple of conventions, there have been probably at least 10 pops I knew I had to have, and yeah, it didn't really go very well for my bank account, but it is what it is. I spent way too much money the last couple, so it's kind of refreshing to see a convention where I only like a couple of pops. There's probably, well, there's one main pop that I'm trying to get today. That's the Vegan Police. If I get just that and nothing else, it would have been a success. So, still looking forward to that. I got a couple hours before that drops on the Funko website. But prior to that, I'm going to check out Box Lunch, Hot Topic, GameStop. You already know the regular release stores. You already know I'm going to check out. But besides that, I don't know, just there's nothing too crazy out this year. I know I want to get the Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That's a cool looking one. Maybe the Gamora from Hot Topic, and definitely the Red Chrome Vegeta. That's really sick. So yeah, other than that, I don't think I'm gonna get too much. I mean, I also gotta see what's in my bank account right now, so that also might play a factor in it. But I'm trying to keep it under 100 today, guys. But you never know. If it's, again, this kind of depends on what I see and with how. I'm just gonna let the day take me where it's going to. That being said, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and join the We Want Funko Army. Before I get into today's, I gotta say a huge shout out to Mike Vintage Unboxing, or Mikey Vintage Unboxing, I think that's his YouTube handle. Thank you so much for subscribing, I really do appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, guys, if you guys ever subscribe to me, let me know so I can shout you guys out in the future videos. So again, thank you, sir, I appreciate the support. Anyway, let's get this day underway. And guys, you already know my arch nemesis, the guy that's always in line first, is going to be out here. There's no doubt in my mind. He's going to be first in line at one of the stores. I don't know which one it is. Probably Box Lunch. Might be Hot Topic, because they both open up at 8:30. So I'm just going to come to expect him out here somewhere. That is what it is. The day's going to be great. I'm going to get the pops that I want. I'm going to show you guys the end of this video, and it's gonna be a fun event for all. Okay guys, so we're kicking the day off by hitting the Hot Topic first, and yeah, it's usually a pretty chill place. Like there's not really ever an issue going there. The only small gripe, however, I have with Hot Topic is the fact that they always hand out hot cash, and I'm actually being told that I can't use it on the pops today, and it kind of makes me think, then why am I buying $30 at a time if I can't even use it the one time I want to use it? And granted, I'm notorious for losing my hot cash, so the fact I have one, and actually two, is a huge blessing. So, that is what it is. I mean, there's only like 3 pops I want to buy regardless, but the fact that I can't even like save myself some money kind of blows. I mean, then don't hand them out, especially this time of the year if you know people are going to try to use it. Like, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure if you do that. Oh, hey, this thing that we gave you can't use today. We know you want to, but you can't. Then why would I ever spend $30 then if I can't use it when I want to use it? Okay guys, so I just called my bank to see what I have my account in. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So there are definitely going to be more pops added that I didn't, well, there were some that were kind of on the bubble that actually might now not be on the bubble because of the call I just made. So today's looking great right about now. So we're about to head to the mall. We're going to be there in like probably 10 minutes or so, and yeah, let's just hope for the best. Okay guys, we have reached beautiful Columbia Mall. It's crazy enough, I'm actually going to be here again in like 4 more days for the Lil Wayne Blink-182 concert, so it's the first of a couple of trips out here. And yeah, I'm actually in front of Barnes & Noble. Unfortunately, this is probably the one Barnes & Noble in the country, maybe even the planet, I don't know, that does not get Funko Pops. So unfortunately, they're kind of off the list, and it kind of sucks because I definitely wanted that gold Demogorgon, but it is what it is. Anyways, we're about to go to Hot Topic right now. I'm gonna get in line and hope for the best. It is so crazy to think, like this time last year, I didn't have a channel up. I would sit in line and record, just kind of knew that I was gonna start one at some point one day. Like people would ask me, hey, I'd love to subscribe, what is your channel called? And I didn't even have a name at that point. So to be here with the We Want Funko Army, just so amazing. Like it's just so, it's just like the coolest feeling in the world right now. And it's like, again, thank you guys so much for showing my channel so much love and support the last 7 months. It definitely mean the world for me. I like thank you guys in pretty much every video, but I just can't thank y'all enough. So again, I appreciate all the love and support. Okay guys, so I just got in the mall. I'm about to go check out the line at Hot Topic. And I guess I could have gone to Box Lunch also, but I don't know. The way the mall's set up, it's easier to go to Hot Topic because you basically come in and it's right there. So we definitely have a nice little line here at Hot Topic. About, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 10 people deep. But Hot Topic always has a lot of pops, so it's not that big of an issue, honestly. We're gonna get the pops we want, and we're gonna keep it moving to the next store. Okay guys, so as soon as we leave Hot Topic, we're gonna make a mad dash to Box Lunch downstairs, so be ready. Okay guys, so I don't know how many Vegetas they have, but because I want you guys to watch the entire video, I'm not gonna tell you. Just gonna have to watch and see if I get them or not. Okay guys, so I'm next in line. I don't know what's still available. I think it's a pretty good amount, so I'm not too worried. But anyway, waiting for somebody to leave. Y'all see the bag. It's pretty big. Okay guys, like I said earlier in the video, my goal is to spend less than $100, and I am going to fail that horribly. Like I just dropped 68 just now, so yeah, it ain't gonna be a fun day. I can see it now. Anyway, we're off to Box Lunch, and I'm gonna probably head home. I gotta get ready for work actually, so I don't know if GameStop's gonna happen today, but actually it will happen today because I don't go to work until 11 and it's like 9 o'clock right now. Anyway, I'm gonna hit Box Lunch and then we're gonna head back home and hit up the stores at my local mall. Okay guys, so I'm sorry for the weird transition, but my phone died on me as I was in line at Box Lunch, so I wasn't able to record anymore the rest of the pop hunt. But to kind of sum things up, literally after waiting an hour and a half in line at Box Lunch against better judgment, I actually got to probably 3 people away from getting the Dragon Ball Z and the Up Pop. I mean, the Up Pop was kind of a goner by the time I got inside the store. Like there were like 3 at that point, and it was like hit or miss because the people in front of me, like somebody got 1 and I'm like, okay, cool. If the next person gets 1, okay, maybe it's a shot, but no, I think literally the next person, after the person that got 1 got like both of them, so kind of a done deal. And literally the woman in front of me she actually missed the Dragon Ball Z pop by 1 because of the fact that with their lovely policy at Box Lunch, you can get 5 pops per style. Not 5 pops in general, but 5 of each style. So there's 4 styles. You can get 5 of each style. That's 20 pops. So out of probably, I'm gonna rough guess, 120 pops, that's 20 to 1 person. And granted, I guess it does say first come, first serve, so if you didn't get there in line, kinda, it is what it is, man. I just think it just really sucks. Like, honestly, I have been the person that was the reason I wanted to get a pop, but at the end of the day, I didn't like lose sleep or feel that bad, and that sounds terrible, but I didn't feel that bad because I literally just got 1 pop. Whenever I go to these conventions, I get 1 pop. If I go back a week, 2, or like even a month later, and they're still there, then it is what it is. Like, I'm just gonna let it ride. I'm just gonna get a couple more. Usually, I'm not even a flipper, so when I get multiple pops, because I'm gonna be doing a giveaway for you guys in a future video. So yeah, after I left Box Lunch, I ended up going to GameStop real quick, picking up a couple of pops. I didn't get a couple that I was interested in from GameStop, but it's what it is. They were my last stop, so it kind of is. Like, that's kind of the thing with these conventions. you might have 8 pops that you have on your list, but you're in all reality gonna probably get like, I'm gonna say 6, maybe 7 if you have a friend that's gonna be in line with you. And I don't know, I'm gonna do a whole separate rant video, but I kind of thought it was like unprofessional, kind of how they did it. Like, I think we should really limit it. Like, even Hot Topic was 3 per style, and they still had like a ton of pops after I left, and I was 12th in line. So, I don't know, they're probably not going to ever watch this video, but if you're watching it, Box Lunch, please limit your quantity of purchases you can make on a pop, or just bring in more quantity. Like, do one or the other. But yeah, that's kind of where things went. I went to GameStop at the mall I was at, then I came to my local mall, went to the GameStop out here, got 1 pop, ordered some stuff off of the Funko website, so you guys are going to be seeing that particular set of pickups in a future video. I'm not going to even talk about it in this video, but as soon as I get home from my second job, as I'm headed to it right now, I'm going to show you guys everything that I picked up today in person. Okay guys, so random fun little story about today. When I was at Box Lunch, literally everything was selling quickly, but Moana with Boat. Literally, that was the 1 pop I didn't see anybody buy. Like, literally, I think when I left the store, they were all still intact. Like, that's sad. Like, that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Fortunately, I didn't get the pops that I wanted, so trying to find some humor somewhere. Okay guys, so it's day 2, and I am just leaving GameStop, as you guys can see behind me, and I got really lucky with this particular pickup. You're gonna see it in like the end of this video, which is gonna be in like a second or two, because it's probably gonna be my last stop for the convention. But for the most part, besides a couple, I was able to get pretty much everything I was looking for. I got the main pop I was after, so that's a blessing. Unfortunately, I didn't get a couple, and I'm gonna definitely go over my feelings on the store procedures at Box Lunch, but I don't know. It is what it is. You live and you learn, and next time you just come more prepared. So, yeah. Okay guys, so 2 days have passed since the pop release. I'm finally getting some free time so I can show you guys all my pickups from that day. And before I get into it, I gotta say that there are actually 3 pickups that I'm actually currently waiting on. I ordered them from the Funko shop, so you guys are gonna be seeing them in a future video. I'm not too sure when they're gonna get here, honestly. Like, I honestly haven't even gotten confirmation on one of the pops. But anyway, that's just something to look forward to in a future video. Anyways, I'm gonna be kicking things off with my pickups from Hot Topic. Kicking things off, we have Sabrina the Teenage Witch. This is the one from the comics. I just thought this was such a cool looking pop. Hard not to like this one. This was definitely one I was primarily going for, so I'm really happy to get it, and yeah, I'm happy to have it in my collection. There is a slight bit of box damage at the bottom, but it's not that big of a deal. I still love this pop. Next up, we have Gamora in her classic outfit. I am a huge Marvel fan, and I actually have a couple of Gamoras already in my collection, the Chrome one and the Young Gamora, so of course I had to have this one. I definitely love getting the classic superhero pops every con, so of course had to add this one to the collection. Definitely a dope pop. Next up, we have Asuka, and this is honestly one that I was definitely borderline. If I didn't see what my paycheck looked like that morning, and it didn't look like it did, this one probably wouldn't have made it, but at the end of the day, I'm actually glad I have this one because I think it's such a cool looking pop, and I am so stoked to have it in my collection. I don't know anything about the TV show, I'm not going to lie, but I thought it was a really cool pop, so that's why I picked it up. Okay guys, so next up we have Ruby Rose, and this was actually the second pop that I was really on the fence about that day at Hot Topic, mainly because, like the Asuka pop, I don't watch the show, so it wasn't really that big a deal originally. I actually was going to pick either this one or the Asuka pop, but ultimately decided to get both because the budget was a little bit better than I thought it was going to be, so I ended up getting both, and I'm really happy that I did because I think this is a really cool looking pop, and I kind of feel like this one's going to be like the Brook pop from One Piece last convention, where it sat on shelves for the longest time and then just kind of skyrocketed overnight. So I'm glad I got it when I did. I think it's a really sick looking pop, and I'm just happy to add it to the collection. And of course, we had to save the best for last with Red Chrome Vegeta. I am a sucker for Dragon Ball Z pops. every convention. I am trying my best to get whatever one comes out that year, and I'm super stoked to add this one to the collection. I was 12th in line and got really lucky because I know that there were people, probably 2 or 3 behind me, that didn't get this one. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry that didn't work out. Because, yeah, you could pick up 3, well, up to 3 of each style, and I know there were people getting 3 apiece, and I don't know, I kind of think it's stupid and kind of sucks. I actually look at it sort of as a dick move to buy 3 or 4 of the same pop. Like, I get it if you're buying for yourself and maybe for someone that couldn't attend that day, but if you're buying a flip, then I have no respect for you, I'm not going to lie, which sounds kind of crazy because I'm a shoe reseller, but I don't think it is like the same thing. Like, I can't go to Nike and buy 4 Jordan 1s when they come out. I can only get 1, and if I go to another store and they have it, then I can get it. But to go there and take advantage of a rule just because you can, just, I don't know, I can't get with it, I'm sorry. But anyway, such a sick looking pop. This is actually my main priority that day. That's probably why I went to Hot Topic first, but hindsight being 2020, there are still stores that have plenty of these, so if you want this one, you can still go get it. Unfortunately, I didn't get the best box. As you guys can see, there's a small tear, but at the end of the day, it's a box. What are you going to do? I mean, I'm going to throw this one in a pop protector anyway, so it's not like it's a really big issue. But anyway, I'm really happy to have this one, and I don't know, you might see this one later on in a future video, so yeah. So overall, I gotta say, I had a really good experience at Hot Topic, but hindsight being what it was, I ultimately could have gone there last. I actually could have gone there days later and still got all the pops that I just showed you, so that was kind of the only drawback about going there. Granted, yes, they were open early, which is cool, but by going there, I didn't get in line at box lunch, and that's ultimately where I didn't get the other couple of pops that I wanted to show you guys, but couldn't get them, and there's only 2 box lunches in my state, so that's what it is. I'm not going to get those 2 pops. I'm not going to pay resale for a pop. If I go to a box lunch and they get a random restock from another store, cool, but I know it's definitely not something that I worry about. If I do come across it, great, but if I don't, life goes on. Okay guys, rant time. So next stop was box lunch. I literally left as soon as I left Hot Topic, and as you guys can see on my ticket, box lunch guest number 23. You can get up to 5 of each style, and yeah, just analyze that for a second. So basically, if you're number 2 and the person in front of you, because I think there was like, what, 4 styles that day, could get up to 5 of each of the styles, that's pretty much, that's 20 already gone. I don't know how many they had to begin with, so it's kind of hard to estimate how that worked out, but at number 23, I was just close enough to see the last couple of up pops being purchased and the last of the ghosts from Dragon Ball Z get picked up as well, and I was so bummed out that day. I had waited in line an hour and 30 minutes. I knew I was going to be late to work at that one point. Like, I went against better judgment and just decided to stay. Okay guys, so my next stop was GameStop, and the next couple of pickups I'm going to show you came from a couple of different GameStops. So anyways, first up we have McCree from Overwatch. Definitely the nicest box that I've gotten from all of the stores. Like, this box is perfect. Anyways, I've never played Overwatch a day in my life, but I have a pretty decent collection from Overwatch at this point. So, I don't know, man, I'm just going to keep collecting Overwatch pops from the conventions because they make some really cool ones. Next up, we have Minerva from Captain Marvel. I am a huge fan of the Captain Marvel series, so of course this was a no-brainer. Love the movie, love the pop line, so had to add this one to the collection. Next up from Starship Troopers, we have Johnny Rico. I loved Starship Troopers as a kid, so of course I had to have this pop. I hope they make more of them. I definitely want the character that Denise Richards played in that movie. Whew, she was looking good back in the day. Anyways, I'm super stoked to have this one. I love the whole splatter effect they have on the front of the box, as you guys can see. Kind of reminds me of what they did with the Wendy Torrance pop from The Shining. So, definitely had to get this one, and like I said, I hope they make more from that series because super dope movie. Even the second one was pretty decent, but then they just started like going in left field with the other couple of ones. So definitely stoked to have this. Moving on, we have Gluty from Rick and Morty. I actually found this at another GameStop, and I think it was kind of bold what they did with the pop release from Rick and Morty this year because they actually had like an empty space and they didn't reveal it until like a couple of days before the release. And I think it's really bold with the fact that they're revealing a character from a series that hasn't even been on TV yet. So that's really dope, and I definitely respect them for being that bold. Had to pick this one up. Got really lucky. Got the last one from the store I went to, and I think it's a cool looking pop, and I can't wait to see season 4. And last but not least, we have Teal Chrome Batman. This actually comes from a third GameStop. I actually got this the day after the convention. I was getting my hair cut, and there was 2 GameStops in the area, so I decided to give them a call. I was actually looking for the King and Kodos 2-pack, and while I was on the phone with the associate, I decided, hey, why not just ask about Batman? I know it's crazy, but you never know. So I asked him about the Batman. He said, yes, he has a couple, so got really lucky, drove down, picked up this one. There was like 2 other ones left, so I was super stoked to get it. I mean, I'm still not a Batman fan by any means. Like, I'm definitely Team Superman, but I don't know, I'm just kind of into the Batman pops for some reason. I just think they look kind of cool. So overall, I had a pretty good experience with GameStop. It took a couple of trips, but I was able to find all the pops I was looking for besides the Kane and Kodos 2-pack. But I have all the confidence in the world that one day I'm just going to be shopping and they're going to get a random restock. So I'm not 100% giving up on the possibility of finding one. It's just, I don't know, it's going to happen when it's meant to be. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope it's not too long. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hope you guys were able to get all the pop that you guys were looking for. But anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button. Definitely share it with a friend. And if you feel the vibe, hit subscribe. You guys can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at WeWantFunko. Anyway, thank you guys all so much. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And until next, remember, party on. Peace.